Hi guys, so this is the JBL Flip 5 and this is the JBL Charge 5. Over the last 2 weeks I've been really obsessed with these two speakers and I'm really stuck between which one to give out and which one to remain with. I've done so many tests. I've tested them on the field, tested them on outside environment, flipped them inside water, done everything else that I could do with these two speakers just to decide on which one I'm going to remain with. And I must confess that that's a really tough decision. What is in these two speakers that maybe I'll want you to know? Maybe if you get the chance to buy one of these, you'll have an easier decision to make. First and foremost, as you can see, if I happen to hold these two speakers on my hand, let's assume maybe for 6 months, then definitely this hand will grow bigger than this one, because this one is a bit heavier. It weighs around 940 grams, almost a kilogram, while this one is only 450 grams. So it almost twice the weight of this one. Yeah, so the Charge 5 is a bit heavier. That means it's bigger. And does bigger means better sound quality? Actually, I tested that. From the design of the Charge 5, I realized that there's a difference on the inbuild of this Charge 5. Inside of the Charge 5, you have 3 drivers. You have 1 bass speaker and 2 mid-range speakers. Then you have these 2 radiators. But on the Flip 5, you only have 1 single speaker that does all the work. So it means the sound quality coming from the Charge 5 is well balanced. In terms of design again, if you look it from far, the radius of the radiator on this Charge 5 is bigger compared to the Flip 5. Actually, you can clip it like this and you see it goes in through that central point. Now, looking at the body design. So in terms of the body design, this is how they look like. I'm having one of the black color and then this one is the blue color. There are very different color variations for these JBL speakers, different to one that I have here. Then the buttons, you can see here, this is how the buttons are. So for the Charge 5, we have this is the party boost mode for pairing other JBL speakers or even this Flip 5 together so that they use one source of sound or one source of audio to play. Then we have the volume minus buttons. This is the power button on the Charge 5, the Bluetooth pairing icon, plus, play and pause button. On the Flip 5, this is where we have the button, minus, plus, play and pause, and that's how they look like. Then Bluetooth pairing button right over there, power button, then here it's written the Flip 5. So that's how it looks like. You can see how the radiators look like. This is the JBL logo on the Charge 5, and on the Flip 5 it was a bit small. I don't know. Yeah, I see that orange logo there. Compared to what we have on the Charge 5, it's a bit bigger. Even if you place it somewhere on a conspicuous place or a unique place, you'll easily notice that this is JBL. So I think this icon looks good compared to the small one we have over here, the trademark JBL logo. Then they both charge with Type-C. Then in terms of port, Flip 5 has only the Type-C charging port, nothing else. You can see there's this strip here for placing it maybe on your side pocket, wherever you can hang it with this handle, but for the Charge 5 there's no handle at all. I think maybe it was designed to be held on the hand like this. I don't know, when you're out in the environment, then you have this resting surface that you can place it with on the table at that particular angle. Then remember, the speakers are forward firing, so they are right at this JBL logo. This is where we have the speakers firing towards, none at the back. Then for the Charge 5, that this is something very interesting, and I think that's why it was named Charge. Yeah, the word charge, it means you have a port here, a USB port here that supports charging, so you can actually charge your phone using this JBL Charge 5. You only have to use the adapter from the USB type A port to USB-C, wherever, or even the AirPods, anything else that you're using, you'll be able to charge them through this port. That is something that is not possible with this Flip 5. It doesn't have any port. The only port available here is the USB type C port. Now, for the Flip 5, there's no particular or fixed position that it's recommendable to place it, maybe standing or horizontally. No fixed position. You can place it on the table like this. You can decide to place it like this, any angle that you want, or like this, wherever the angles. Yeah. But for the Flip 5, you can also put it standing like this, and again you have that surface once again to place it like that. Then finally, there's something here that makes them so, just by holding them on your hands like this, you can feel that these things are built to last the longest time possible. You have those rubbers at the edge right here and over here to help them. Let's assume you're using them and then maybe they happen to slide off from your hands and fall on the ground. These rubbers will help them to land softly, so they won't land with that thud and minimize the damage on the Then we have this rubber silk material, very tight, yeah? And then it's easier to clean, because remember, these two gadgets are IP67 rating. The other one is IPX7 rating. IPX7 rating means that it has not been tested against dust proof and the rest, but they are waterproof. You can insert them on water, just as what I was doing in the initial part of the video while trying them, and nothing bad will happen because they're waterproof. We have these radiators here. Most of the time we see these radiators bouncing in and out, so you might think that we have speakers right here, that these are the subwoofers. No, that is not the case. The mechanism that have been used to design these is slightly different. There's compressed air inside, that whenever the speakers on the side, if the speaker is thudding in and out, that action reflects at this part of the radiators. That's a story for another day, but that's how they function. Remember, as I was testing these two JBL speakers, there's an application that you can use, the JBL portable speaker. It's an app you can use to pair both these speakers together using the pairing mode. And what I realized with that application is that for the Charge 5, you can be able to control the bass, the mid-range. Yeah, you can balance you have equalizer actually to balance the sound quality coming from the Charge 5. But for the Flip 5, the app does not do that. You can also use the app to update the software on both these two JBL speakers. That is something advantageous and very unique to JBL speakers. Finally, I don't know how good the sound quality sounded from your side, but let me just give you assurance that according to me, and if you trust me, that is the sound quality coming from the JBL Charge 5, it's so stunning. Actually, in an outdoor environment, you have a bigger or a higher sound quality coming from the Charge 5 compared to the Flip 5. Flip 5 is for outdoor environment, but in terms of bass and just crispy sound, the Charge 5 overtakes the Flip 5. The Flip 5 might be small, but it's still giving the Charge 5 a run for their money. Now, one thing I was forgetting, remember the JBL Flip 5 comes with Bluetooth 4.2 and it can cover a radius of up to 67 meters, while the Charge 5 comes with Bluetooth 5.1 and the Bluetooth range on this Charge 5 is about 100 meters. So definitely you can go with your maybe your music device, let's say phone or tablet, to 100 meters and still be connected to the Charge 5 until it will still sound clear without distortions as compared to the Flip 5, which only requires 67 meters. Remember I mentioned something about the Charge 5 being used as a power bank, and just from the looks, the difference in size shows you something. It means we have a bigger battery here on the JBL Charge 5 compared to the Flip 5. The Flip 5 took around 2.5 hours to fully charge, while on the Charge 5 it took around 4 hours to charge. That was around 3.8 hours, so that's close to 4 hours to charge. And we have charging indicator right here. So on the JBL Portable app, you can see the remaining power percentage, or you can just look at this icon we have over here, and the same we have on the Flip 5. There's that icon here for charging indicator or the amount of power remaining on the device. With JBL Flip 5, the charging only takes 2.5 hours. On full charge, it will last you around 12 hours, though me on my usage it lasted around 8 hours, but according to the website they say 12 hours, so there's no much big difference. Maybe I was using it at highest volume because I love music. Then the Charge 5, the battery lasted around, actually I almost forgot where I put the charger because the Charge 5 battery really lasted longer, so it was more than a day, that is close to 18 hours, but on the website it's written 20 hours, so that's a good amount of battery life inside this particular Charge 5 model. So we've come to the end of this review, and if you really love or enjoy reviews of such gadgets, let me know in the comment section, because remember, earlier in this channel we've been reviewing laptops, and I thought it wise that now let's review even the music systems and televisions. If you love the content, don't forget to subscribe. Let's meet on another review video. See you, and be prepared for what is coming next.